Hey everyone, welcome to the Sims Orphanage Challenge. I'm going to go ahead and show you around the place now here in a minute, but if you guys have not yet watched the Meet the Kids Challenge or Meet the Orphans part of this, it was not an actual part of the video, but it is up on YouTube and on Facebook. So I highly suggest go checking that out so you guys know a little bit about each of the current orphans here. Then we have another addition to the orphans that I said was going to be a surprise member that you guys might remember. And she's right here. She's actually a ghost. So, you don't recognize her. Her name is Carmen Hussein, and she's a part of my main series that she ended up dying, um, pretty young, but she takes the form of a teenager in the Orphanage Challenge, and so I thought it would be cool to kind of add like some sort of figure that you already know in here. So Carmen is another one of the members that we have, and being that she's a ghost, she has a little bit of a tough problem with certain things. But it's really late here in the Orphanage Challenge. But Greta, who's a vampire, she doesn't really need to sleep, I believe. I think that's one of her special abilities, because each of them have their own special abilities. And I believe one of hers is that she doesn't have to sleep. Yes, she doesn't have to sleep. So she can start actually working on her challenges thing. And what they need to do for her challenges is each member of the orphans needs to finish their aspiration, or at least one aspiration, and then actually become friends or a friend with a potential person to adopt them. So that's going to be a little bit difficult for a vampire, and there's a couple other kids up as well. We got Victor up as well, and Taylor, which is a little bit of a whiz kid. So we might be able to start working on some of their aspirations here. Greta, who's the vampire, she wants to be a rambunctious scamp, which means she has to play on the jungle gym while playful and achieve level 2 motor skill. She already has level 1. So, um, being that this pretty much orphanage is kind of like pretty abandoned, um, I think that, and it's kind of all boarded up and all that, so she's going to go outside and start working on that and obviously the headmistress, Thana, doesn't know that the kids are up and about, because she would not be happy about that. And let me show you guys around real quick while she's doing that. This room here is set for the orphans. This is the girl. This is supposed to be the girls' room here, and the boys' room here. This is supposed to be the boys' room. This is supposed to be the girls' room in the back. But Carmen has decided that she was going to sleep in one of the empty beds that is definitely a no-no. There's only 6 beds because some of them don't really need to sleep. But if you go upstairs, there is this hidden room up here. And this room here is normally going to be used for punishment. Like, the only things that they'll be able to do is do laundry and sleep, pretty much. That's their punishment room. They'll be locked in there if they are bad or if they're caught doing something that they're not supposed to be doing. Kind of like Greta's doing now. And also Victor, who is still not in bed. He's downstairs in the basement in the room here. And then there's a little bit of a hidden room here that only the mistress goes in because of a certain reason, and we don't know why. But that will be revealed later in the series. But Taylor, why don't you go ahead, or Victor, why don't you go ahead and head up to bed before Thana does get up and catches you. So why don't you go ahead and wake up Carmen so you can actually go to sleep. Carmen, you have to go to this bed if you're going to sleep. Now, Greta, on the other hand, she doesn't really need sleep, but she's supposed to be sleeping. And she's actually going to be going outside to play. While, well, she already is outside. She's painting on the ground. So she's going to go ahead and play. Try to get some of her motor skill up. But being that she's a vampire, a lot of things are going to be a little bit tougher for her. She definitely is going to have it rough when it comes to trying to find a potential person. She's a little bit hungry, so why don't you actually head up to bed before, or head up into your room at least before, oh, there's a monster under the bed, so, Carmen's going to go ahead and spray under the bed for monsters. But I think around now is the time that Thana would get up and just check up on the kids and all that, even though she doesn't really care for the kids. Like, she's a little bit of a bad person to do that, and so she's going to go ahead and check on the kids here. Because the kids do have to do their daily studies and at school, regular school, and then when they come back, they have to go downstairs to the skill here, and they must work on their achievements. That's Miss Thana's rule. Miss Thana checked up in here, made sure what was all the noise, and then we have Carmen is haunting the mirror, as you can see. She's just checking and making sure that everybody's okay. Good. But one person she does not see is Greta. The other ones are already downstairs, but she's seen them go downstairs, but she didn't see Greta since last night. So she is going to go ahead and head down here and just, like, yell at Greta because she should have been in the area that she should have been. So she's not in a happy mood. So she definitely just gave her a little bit of an issue. She said one more outburst like that and you'll be stuck in the attic. That's your only warning, Greta. So she did give Greta a little bit of a warning compared to doing anything else. And another thing with this family is Thana believes that you fend for yourself for meals. She doesn't cook on all that. So she is going to go ahead and hire like a butler that could do that for the kids if they can't. But she kind of believes that they are on their own for the most part. She's just there to kind of make sure that they have an authoritative figure. However, she does not like kids, and that sole reason is because she has always wanted to find someone and have a kid themselves. However, she was always told she cannot have any kids, and so she kind of takes it out on the kids a little bit, which is definitely the wrong thing to do, but she does. But all the kids are heading out to their regular schooling. Then they will be heading off to um do the schooling here. So I'll be back once they get back. I guess because she's a ghost, she doesn't have to really go to school. So Carmen is still here. But Carmen, she wants to be a freelance botiste, um, which means she wants to be a really good with plants and stuff. So she has to plant 3 things, weed and water 10 things. So she's going to go ahead and start on that. I don't even know if we have a garden area that we could potentially plant at. I could have swore I put some. Ah, here they are. So she's going to go ahead and purchase some fruits and purchase some herbs. And go ahead and start planting. Let's see what we got here. She got some grapes. And some sage. So she's going to go ahead and plant some grapes here. Then why don't you go ahead and plant some sage as well. Plant. I should be really reading them now, but I'm just trying to get this done now real quick, and then shoot. Okay. Now on I'm going to start reading them for you guys. So she's starting to plant some stuff. A big unit test is coming up in history. Wade's been doing well, but a good score could really boost his overall grade. Should he do his usual amount of studying or study as much as he can? Study a lot. So she's just planting her plants for... You will need to plant a certain type of thing then. For... This is our butler though, but his name's Advik. So... why don't you go ahead over to him and give him a little bit of a hello. And, is there any way you can actually get to the kitchen? Ooh, I didn't realize that. Hold on. That's why they weren't cooking this morning. So we are going to go ahead and fix that situation real quick. But anyways, as you can see, pretty much like I said, they're going to have to try and get someone to adopt them once they finish their aspiration, because if they don't finish their aspiration before they age up, then Miss Thana will give them this potion that resets their age back to their normal teenager state. So that is definitely something that's kind of scary. But Greta, and then being that they're younger, they will be able to age up to a teenager before they do anything. But Miss Thana, however, she is going to go down here and assign the butler to certain things. Say, your job is to stop cleaning and stop gardening, because that is Carmen's job. But you can repair items for us, and you can take care of the kids. So the butler's here as well to kind of do things that they need them to do to help out a little bit. But I think now that Carmen's just grabbing something to eat, and then I think she's gonna head back to doing. I don't know if she can really even do anything else right now for her aspiration. She's kind of like stuck. I don't know if they can actually even plant. Oh, she can water some of her things, so. But let's go ahead and see what this is about Wade. Wade focused hard and reviews all the material, and it pays off big time. He scores higher on the test than anyone else in class. The teacher congratulates him on a job well done. So she's just watering her plants. And it's actually helping with her aspiration. So that's good. This one here, I'm kind of saving for a certain reason, because we're going to have to plan a certain thing for Greta when she gets a little bit older. And Carmen, however, now is just going to kind of relax a little bit now that she doesn't really have to worry about school and all that. She's kind of already did her work that she can do for the thing, but little does she know, though, that Thana has been seeing her garden and all that, and states that she wants to help her out. So she's going to go ahead out and buy her some more of those garden plots so she can plant some more stuff. She went out and she's bought her another one. And I want to get rid of this tree, even though it does make it look creepier. I just want to get it out of the way so I can actually potentially buy 2 for her. Why can't I put it there? Oh, because the gate. Okay. Alright, we'll just have her buy 2, but it's going to be look a little bit off in the way the style is. Okay. So that way she can plant a little bit more and work a little bit more on her thing. So Thana, like I said, she does deep down really care about the kids and wants them to find their forever homes. But then again, she doesn't really do what she's supposed to do when it comes to the kids. So let's see what else herbs we got to see if we have anything else besides sage. We've got parsley now, so we can go ahead and plant some of that. So why don't you go ahead and do that? Since you're the only one home, the only one that we can really work with right now. Now she just needs one more, so I'm going to go ahead and get her to plant something else. How about some vegetables, since she don't have any of them planted. So, she's going to go ahead and plant some vegetables. See what we get. Oh, we got some carrots to plant. So why don't you go ahead and do that real quick, and then we are going to go ahead and call it a day. So she's got to her second part of her thing, which is really good. The kids are home now. She now has to achieve level 4 gardening and evolve 5 plants. So we'll have to wait and see what happens next, but we will be focusing on some other of the orphans in the next episode, don't worry. But in this episode, we kind of focused a little bit on Greta and a little bit on Carmen, but in the next episode, we will dive more into some of the other orphans, and see where things go from there. We also got a butler in this episode to help out with the kids a little bit. And we got one of Carmen's aspiration things done. She's getting closer to getting that chance of being adopted out. So I'll be back in the next one. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys all next week for another Sims Orphanage Challenge. Bye!